Daddy, I'm sorry, please stop beating me, it's paining me. I am sorry, Daddy. Say after me, I will not steal again. I will change for good. I am a good boy. The sun was just rising over the small bustling town of Oba, a place filled with cheerful chatter, hardworking people, and children running barefoot to school. It was a community where everyone knew everyone, and secrets didn't stay hidden for long, or so it seemed. Chidi was only 12 years old, yet there was something different about him. To the people who knew his family, Chidi was the quiet, obedient boy who always followed his father to the store. But behind that innocent smile was a secret, one that even his own parents were blind to. It began slowly. Chidi, curious and adventurous, often helped his father after school at their small provision store, located right at the heart of the village market. His father, a strict but trusting man, would sometimes leave Chidi alone in the shop while he stepped out to buy goods or take short breaks. It was during these moments that temptation crept in. At first, it was just small coins, the kind of change his father would hardly notice missing. 1 naira here, 5 naira there. But over time, Chidi became bolder. He learned where his father kept larger bills, tucked away under piles of papers in an old wooden drawer. The drawer was supposed to be private, but it had no lock, and Chidi's eyes had seen more than they should have. Each time he dipped his small hands into the drawer, his heart would race with fear. He would look around, listen closely for footsteps, and when the coast was clear, he'd grab a few notes, hide them inside his socks or deep inside his school bag, and act like nothing had happened. At school, Chidi transformed into someone else. While most of the students came to school with barely enough money to buy snacks, Chidi flaunted his wealth like a prince. He would stroll into the school compound with a confident swagger, his pockets filled with naira notes, and a mischievous glint in his eye. "Chidi, you buy today's lunch?" one of his friends would ask during break time. "Of course." Chidi would reply with a grin. "Get anything you want, meat pie, donuts, Fanta. My treat." Soon, the other students began to notice. Chidi never lacked. He bought snacks for himself and his friends, paid for drinks, and even loaned money to a few older students. He would sometimes bring expensive pens, comic books, and fancy bags, things that were clearly above what a JSS2 student should afford. The whispers among students grew louder. Some envied him. Others admired him. But a few teachers began to take note. Who was giving Chidi this money? Mrs. Ugonma, one of the senior teachers, had been teaching at the school for over 15 years. She'd seen children come and go, and she had a sharp eye for trouble. Chidi's behavior didn't sit right with her. "He's just a boy," she said one afternoon in the staff room. "But the way he spends money is like someone who doesn't understand the value of it. We must find out where this money is coming from." The other teachers agreed. They began to watch him closely. They noticed he often arrived late, always with a brand new pen or something unusual in his school bag. After school, instead of heading home like the rest of the students, Chidi would vanish with his friends, only returning home well after dusk. Meanwhile, back at home, Chidi's mother had started to sense something odd. Some evenings, he would come home later than expected. When she asked where he had been, he would reply quickly, "We had extra lessons today, Mommy. Our teacher kept us back to revise." She wanted to believe him. After all, he was her only son, and he looked her in the eyes when he spoke. But a mother always knows when something is off. Then came the school's parent-teacher day, a day when parents visited the school to meet the teachers and discuss their children's progress. It was a sunny Friday, and the school compound buzzed with excitement as parents gathered in clusters, talking with teachers under the big mango tree beside the assembly hall. Chidi's mother, Mama Chidi, arrived in her usual simple lace wrapper and flat slippers, carrying a small handbag and a container of rice she had cooked to share with the teachers as a kind gesture. She was proud of her son and hoped to hear good things. But what she got was far from what she expected. After exchanging pleasantries, the head teacher called her aside. "Madam," he said gently. "We need to talk about Chidi." Her heart skipped a beat. "Is he all right? Did something happen?" The head teacher gave a short sigh before replying. "It's about his behavior, not his health. We've noticed he brings a lot of money to school every day. Not just small change, but large amounts. He spends lavishly, buys food for his classmates, and even pays for PlayStation games after school. We need to know, are you the one giving him this money?" Chidi's mother looked shocked, her eyes wide and mouth slightly open. "Money? Me? No. I don't even give him transport fare. His father takes him to school every morning, and we barely give him anything to spend. He eats at home before leaving." "Are you sure?" asked another teacher. "I am more than sure," she said, her voice rising. "Where will I even get such money? Chidi is just in JSS 2, and his father and I are not rich people." The teachers exchanged worried looks. "Then maybe, he's stealing it," one teacher whispered cautiously. Mama Chidi gasped and shook her head slowly, not wanting to believe it. But the signs were adding up. "He sometimes helps in the shop," she said slowly. "His father keeps money in a drawer." "Could it be?" The head teacher nodded solemnly. "That's what we fear. We think he may be taking money from your husband's shop." As if that wasn't enough, another teacher stepped forward and added, "After school, they don't go straight home. They stop at a gaming center near the main road, the PS5 shop. We've seen him there more than once with a group of boys, playing video games until nightfall." Mama Chidi felt like the ground beneath her feet was crumbling. "So that's why he comes home late and lies about extra lessons?" "Yes," the teacher confirmed. "They leave school early, too, before closing hours. It's becoming a serious concern. And now, we fear he's influencing other students. Some of his friends have started behaving the same way, stealing from their parents, spending carelessly." She was speechless. Her Chidi. The son she raised with discipline. The boy she prayed over every night. It didn't make sense. But deep down, a mother's instinct told her the truth had been hiding in plain sight all along. She blinked back the tears, her lips trembling. "I need to talk to my husband," she whispered. "And we need to talk to Chidi, before it's too late." But unknown to them all, Chidi's secret world was far more complicated than anyone could imagine. What had started as petty theft was gradually dragging him into a deeper hole. A hole that would soon reveal bigger secrets, ones that even the teachers hadn't seen coming. His dad decided to discipline Chidi one fateful night when he was sleeping at around 4 a.m. His dad walked into his room and flogged him. He screamed and shouted because of the pain and promised his dad that he will not repeat such bad habits. From them Chidi turned a new leaf and became a good child. What's the moral of this story? Have you experienced this kind of attitude from any of your children before? Kindly drop your opinions in the comment section. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed watching this story, kindly subscribe to my channel, like my video and share to as many people as possible. See you in my next episode.